My gray tabby was already sitting on both of my feet while I worked, calm as a paperweight, while my hands froze above the keyboard in the middle of typing again. The next day she did it again. Different shirt, same desk, same heavy little plant on my shoes, and I started blaming perfect timing instead of coincidence at work. Then she added the stare. Not a meow, not a paw, just those amber eyes looking up until I stopped typing again completely from below again. I put a fleece square beside the chair, because the obvious answer was warmth. She walked past it like furniture and sat on my feet anyway without hesitation. So I checked my phone, scrolling through settings with her still parked under the desk. It looked connected somehow, but nothing useful jumped out yet, and comfort still sounded right. I tried giving her attention before work. She loved that part, then waited, walked over later, and pinned my feet again anyway, like that solved it. After that, I tested the sessions. Short sit, no cat. Long sit, cat. That was the first clean workday pattern I could trust inside the office. When I wrote the times down, the visits were too even to ignore. About 90 minutes apart, every time, with my phone sitting there on the desk every single workday lately. So I decided she was reading my desk posture. I always got restless after long work stretches. That explanation felt almost embarrassingly reasonable from sitting too long alone. I sat perfectly still to test it. She waited longer, which made me feel right, then came anyway, right near the same mark, which still bothered me more. That was the problem. On days I got up even briefly, she never came over at all. Not late, not once, after I moved around first. Then she arrived during the worst focused stretch, and I tried working around her. My shoulders folded forward before I finally pushed the chair back, just to keep typing there. Standing there, I picked up the same phone again. The weird part was how long my thumb stopped on one old reminder setting I had ignored, and not on my posture notes anymore. I looked back at the notepad after that, and those little marks felt different. They were not random visits anymore. They were clues with a pattern. When she came one more time, I finally received it differently. Same soft weight on my shoes, but this time I stood instead of arguing with it. The fix should have been simple, except I had cleared the old setup. I had to rebuild the interval from my own catalog, because my memory was useless now. I put the phone face up, started working, and watched the room get quiet. For once, the cat stayed on the bed, almost like a test run. When the silent reminder buzzed, I stood, stretched, and sat right back down. She still came over. I had fixed the wrong part, because I stayed too close to the desk. The clue was never just 90 minutes. It was the old standing break routine, the one where I actually left the desk, not just stood for a real walk away from the chair. So I tried the real version. I stood, walked quietly out of the office, and she turned back to her bed without drama, past the doorway and out of view. When I came back, I waited for the footblock. She watched me from the bed, blinked once, and stayed exactly there without coming over. Then the phone buzzed again, and I stood before she moved. Empty feet, resting cat, restored reminder. Would you have blamed the cat before the break, while she stayed peacefully on the bed?